So, I should have watched the show.
Yeah, you should have. Probably.
All I listened to.
Okay. And we are live, folks. Folks, welcome to Rank You Very Much. What? Yes, I know. We got a great show today. I'm your host, Joe Bates. It's going to be a fun time. And we'll see the comments there. Let me zoom in. Folks, welcome to Rank You Very Much. I'm your host, Joe Bates. Today's episode is Worst Comedy of All Time. You want to shut that door?
Yeah.
And of course, we have two special guest experts rank anything and everything. The best and worst. We're doing worst comedy today. To the left of me, folks, is an expert in wasted potential, Ben Rockey.
Hello. Yes, wasted potential. I can tell when it's near.
I can tell.
Probably because I sleep in it.
You sleep in wasted potential?
I'm wasted potential. That was my terrible way of saying that.
Okay, well, it sounds great. You're going to be good for these movies.
I had so much and it all went down the toilet. So I know it when I see it.
These movies were made. I think I figured out something. There it is. I just fixed the big problem that happened in the last few episodes. Okay, thank you very much. I'm your host, Joe Bates. Expert in wasted potential, Ben Rockey, which is going to help you a lot, I think, in the idea of these movies, which seem to be huge wasted potentials.
Yeah. I mean, they're all on writing. Some of these could work, and they're just garbage.
They're just garbage.
And I'm going to tell you why.
And we're going to find out what the worst one is. To the right of me, folks, you may know him. He is one of the top critics of student films, Dyke Michaels.
I love bad movies, that's my fucking problem.
Well, if you love bad movies so much, why don't you marry them? I wrote that. That's my joke. I wrote that. So you've seen a lot of bad movies.
Nope.
So you understand. And now here's my problem. If you like bad movies, are you going to be able to judge?
Well, there's so bad that it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And then there's just piles of shit.
There is just piles of shit.
Yeah.
What is your guys' critique in determining what is a worst comedy?
Go ahead.
I was going to say...
That's bad hosting of me,
Well,
because I should have directed it at one of you, but I just opened it up.
If it's not making me laugh, that's a pretty quick thing to know about.
Yeah, that is a key ingredient for a
Well,
comedy.
that's the thing. Like, I remember seeing some comedies that weren't the funniest things, but I enjoyed them. You know, like it's just like, how much does it piss me off that it's not funny?
Yeah, that's fair. Like, well, what's the point of it? Like, well, how many last women is supposed to be in this movie?
Yeah,
and it's not.
And are they meaning to?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dyke?
I definitely say there's a cringe factor of when someone's trying to be funny and it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And some of these movies have a really high cringe factor.
Yeah. I actually don't think any of these movies say the N-word, so that helps, I think.
Oh, White Chicks definitely does.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, folks, we are, and that's a great point, White Chicks. It's on the list behind me. As always, the list is behind me. We're going to be talking about Movie 43,
Yeah.
Benchwarmers, Grown Ups 2, Paul Blart Mall Cop, Jack and Jill, Master of Disguise, Norbit, The Animal, The Hot Chick, White Chicks, Little Man, House Bunny, Scary Movie 5, and The Rocker. A lot of you may realize there's a lot of Adam Sandler and Wayans Brothers movies. You are correct.
May there Rob Schneider in there.
A lot of Schneider.
May their careers rest in peace.
Actually, I saw Adam Sandler's The Meyerowitz Stories on Netflix. Really good.
Yeah?
Really good. Yeah, it's not a comedy at all. It's like an actual serious movie. Dustin Hoffman's in
On
it.
purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good for
real
him.
good. Ben Stiller's in it. Anyway, I recommend Meyerowitz Stories. That's the podcast. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. No,
Right.
Continuing the tradition of starting the show with a veto round where each one of us go and take one off the list that we don't think is the worst comedy. And we always start with the oldest person here, Ben Rockey.
Again? I'm the oldest again?
Yeah, you're the oldest again.
Frick! Okay,
What up here do you think is not the worst comedy that you want to take off the list right now?
okay, not the worst comedy.
Not the worst comedy. Very clear it needs to be.
Oh, boy.
We've only had one guest not understand it and keep taking off the wrong thing.
Okay, yeah, just because gonna give it to The Rocker, but I'm gonna give it to a movie.
The Rocker, it was so close, but what movie are you taking off?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off Paul Blart Mall Cop.
What?
Hey! Listen. When you see the potential. Was it wasted? I don't think so. I think
you think it was exactly what it was supposed to be?
I think it was. I think Kevin James got in there. He did really funny stuff with his stupid scooter.
It was not a flop, I will say this. It was a popular enough movie. They made a sequel.
When that one became successful, I had seen it, and I was just like, yeah, that's fine. You can be successful. Okay, Paul Blart, you can be successful. Go be successful. I'm not going to come see you again, but you can be. Go ahead.
Paul Blart Mall Cop. If Chad Opitz is watching, which he isn't, he hates that movie more than anything. This is taken off the list. I can't believe it. We are coming in hot. We're coming in real hot on this podcast, taking off things. Dyke Michaels. What do you think is not the worst comedy?
Man, I'm pretty embarrassed to say this.
You should be.
Do it.
I'm gonna have to say the Hot Chick is not the worst movie ever made.
Awesome!
Wait,
let's not high five on that.
What is the Hot Chick? Are you kidding me?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, Rob Schneider's a chick. If you shake more than twice, you're playing with it.
There are some laughs in there. Adam Sandler's bit about you can put your weed in there. That little bit. Yeah, there was some laughs in that movie.
I'm kind of bummed we don't see more tiny Adam Sandler cameos. They're good.
It was also Rachel McAdams' premier vehicle that launched her career.
Wow, I guess I didn't think about that. You know, what was Cameron Diaz's first movie ever?
Penthouse Magazine?
No. I know. The Mask.
The Mask!
Yeah, right.
Which is a lot better than Hot Chick.
Well, hopefully.
I just got beer all over me. Thanks, Dyke. Just spitting beer all over me. We're like monsters here. The Hot Chick is off the list.
I like his meaning Rob Schneider, Rachel McAdams' character. I like her friends. They all pal around with Rob Schneider, and I remember them being fun.
Yeah, it was a young Anna Faris.
Oh, that's right, she was. And it was just a group of girls that I remember being. They were fun. So yeah, it's definitely better than his animal movies.
Stephen H. Giles is talking about how these are very garbage movies, which
they're all garbage, Stephen. We're sifting through the garbage. I'm the garbage man.
Paul Blart Mall Cop and Hot Chick are not considered the worst movies. You want to know how this is going? Alright, I'm up next.
There's so much worse on this board.
There is
so much worse.
There is a movie on here that I'm going to take off that a lot of people are going to be upset that I take off. But the only reason is because it's a movie I quote regularly. And it's got one quote from it that I always do that I love a whole bunch. And this will help.
No fucking way! No! Can we veto your veto? Can we veto your veto?
Turtle.
No. Do it 500 more times. It's good shit.
I would say the only redeeming quality of that movie is the fact that it was a children's movie, correct? That was not marketed as a...
I don't know.
I think it's rated PG.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I only remember the trailer, sort of. There's a vague memory as a kid, and that could be fun, Mommy. And I never saw it, thank God. But...
Master of Disguise, off the list. Not the worst comedy, because I regularly quote one line from the trailer that I saw.
One sentence from the trailer.
One sentence caught on, and here's the deal. If you do that, everyone knows exactly what you're talking about. Everyone knows Master of Disguise. That's how great a comedy this is. I put it as the best comedy. Airplane, Master of Disguise. Airplane's not even close to it, alright?
Alright, it's been a good show.
Yeah.
I'm just going to slip out.
All your guests walk out on
That is the first round of veto, folks. We've taken off Paul Blart Mall Cop, the Hot Chick, and Master of Disguise. We're coming in hot. The next round of veto, as we start, the youngest person here, Ben Rockey. What are you taking off this next round.
Ah, fuck.
Not the worst comedy.
Why do I have to keep doing this? First, I mean.
Well,
Oh,
you're
well,
the youngest person.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna sort of. So you say you quote Turtle all friggin' day. I don't necessarily quote this movie, but
Turtle.
we watched it a lot when I was probably too old to be watching it a lot. But David Spade saves this movie a lot with his the way
I'm
he's
loving it.
funny. Benchwarmers.
I'm completely okay with taking off Benchwarmers.
Yes, awesome.
And the same exact reason, David Spade. I love
Yeah,
David Spade.
David
I don't
Spade.
know why I like him so much.
It's a good use of Nick Swartzen. So he's like, no, just keep him inside, make that his thing. It's funny, and John Lovitz is like
And it's got John Lovitz. You can't be a bad movie when John Lovitz is heavily involved.
Well, okay, heavily involved. Yes.
Heavily.
Yes. There's one on here where he's only in it for a bit, and it's not enough. he is not that good of a life raft.
That's great. Benchwarmers off the list. I thought Benchwarmers would have been in that first round of vetoes, but we all went pretty heavy hitting. You're up next, Dyke. What do you think is not the worst comedy?
All right. Oh man, it's getting hard
Take your time.
already.
Pressure.
Your legs are
All
already
right.
killing you.
This may be an unpopular one, but for what's on the board there, there's a steep drop off coming up real soon. I'm gonna have to say House Bunny. The
House Bunny,
I
okay.
think is actually it's just a mediocre movie. It just
Yeah,
lives in
just,
mediocrity. It's not awful.
It doesn't piss you off when you
No,
watch
I
it.
I wasn't rage filled when I saw any of it.
Former guest and true master of anger, Isaac Lanford, he said House Bunny.
Yeah.
And so I have to imagine him thinking that's one of the worst movies ever. I'd love to hear his rant about it.
Well,
But I don't have any problem with House Bunny being off the list right now. So we're taking it off. House Bunny gone.
Go Anna,
it's
go
now
Anna,
rough.
go Anna Ferris.
Anna Faris has been taken off twice so far.
You save movies. What can I say?
But not your relationship with Chris Pratt.
Oh,
You don't save that. Well, Chris Pratt's got a, you do a movie with Jennifer J-Law.
He's got to lead a war. The space portion.
I'm so looking forward to that movie. But when Marvel Avengers Infinity War comes out, I actually am on a romantic vacation with my girlfriend that weekend. So I can't watch it opening weekend. And I am devastated.
you can't go to movie.
No,
we
she
will
won't see it.
send this video to her so that she knows.
Oh, she knows. I usually say it when I'm, I don't go, rah, 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 rah. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It's live television. This is TV. This is what TV is now. Radio's dead. I am up next, and I'm going to make this easy. I'm going to make this simple. I don't think it's the worst comedy for a couple reasons. One, I think it's like House Bunny, a mediocre movie. And two, not a lot of people even remember this movie came out. So, and it was talked about getting off earlier. I'm taking off The Rocker.
All right.
The Rocker,
Yes,
taken
okay,
off the
cool.
list. This second round of veto was really just the one everyone's like, get those off the list. We're not talking about those movies. They're not that bad. Grow up a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, we should grow up. But we came in hot. Mall Cop. Master of Disguise.
Oh.
The one that he took off. The
Uh,
hot chick.
Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers. I mean, those are movies everyone thought would definitely be up, but it's not. We are continuing, folks. This is hot. This is big news. This is a big deal, folks. This is the worst comedy. One of the biggest topics I've ever done on this show. Even bigger than the time I said worst non-alcoholic drink.
Ooh.
Even bigger than that time, folks. So we're going to do a third round of veto. I almost said third round of veto. We're doing a third round of veto. Up next, is that Ben Rockey on Joe's right? Yes, Jeff Crone, that is Ben Rockey on my left.
God damn it.
On my left.
Yeah, it's me. Fuck you. Okay.
Well, sorry, Ben.
The pressure's on.
The pressure's on. The third round of veto.
Okay.
We always start the third round of the veto, the most middle-aged person here. Ben Rockey. If you could go up next.
It's rough. It's rough now.
It's actually rougher
No,
for us.
no, okay. I think,
You have more choices.
I think
We
I know
have less
exactly.
choices.
I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do. It's white chicks.
White chicks,
Whoa.
really?
Look, Terry Crews is hilarious. Wait, is it him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Terry Crews is in that, and he's fucking funny. I'm sorry. There's a bit where the guy's like, "I'm not this white woman," and he takes the mask off. He's like, I'm a man. You're not white." Like, Terry Crews in that is so funny.
He does play a pretty funny rapist in that movie. Isn't that the whole
Oh,
bit?
God.
Kinda rapey.
Jesus. I don't know. I think
Is he? Oh,
And the whole
fuck.
joke is like,
Well-
it's really a guy he's trying to rape, not this woman.
I watched that with some friends, and it's kind of the same thing that worked for me in the hot chick. They kind of accidentally make friends with the characters they're supposed to be's friends.
Oh, yeah, all the friends that don't realize.
Yeah,
that
and at the end, they're all like, "You guys want to go shopping?" And they're all pals. I don't know, we're all pals and we're driving off to go shopping, like us two FBI agents in our suits and our new pals.
So for you, a comedy is really great if friendships stay at the end of it.
Kinda.
Most friendships are built on deception, you know.
That's what Ben is. Ben earlier said he can't not just be a character.
If I could
like friendships built on deception.
You know why? Because within friendship lies potential.
Whoa!
And those movies don't waste that
Well,
potential.
That's fair, folks. We're taking it off. White chicks. Did not see it happening. Next up, Dyke Michaels. What do you think is not the worst comedy?
Oh boy.
Whoa.
All right. They're all gonna be controversial.
Right.
I think we've all been.
Someone's gonna get mad. This is gonna piss a lot of people off, but I'm gonna say, as much as I know it's universally hated, I'm not gonna try to really stand up for it. But when it's paired against these other movies, I'm gonna say movie 43
Wow.
missed the mark.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It missed the mark hard
Oh,
of
yeah.
what it was trying to be, but I don't think that it was as terrible as its competitors up here on the board.
Not to bring up old shit, my girlfriend thinks this movie was pretty funny, and it was talks of breaking up because of that.
I mean,
That is the worst. That is the worst comedy.
They-
Actually, there's a couple more, but it's one of the worst comedies ever. I thought it'd be top 3. Movie 43, if you don't know what it is a bunch of vignettes with huge stars.
huge stars, yeah.
Like Halle Berry, Hugh Jackman. He has testicles on his chin.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one.
Yeah, Kate Winslet's in that with us.
Yeah, that was
It's just
some of the vignettes aren't. That was one of the more terrible ones, but some of them aren't that bad.
That's the thing with a vignette movie, though. You're gonna get a couple.
Yeah.
Every now and then, you're gonna at least have a couple that are decent.
But when you compare it to a movie like David Wayne's The 10, that's just like all like they're all good. Like,
Yeah,
almost all of those.
exactly.
It's weird because like somebody went to the production company and said, "Hey, let's do a sketch movie with a bunch of different sketches that are unrelated." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "But we'll have the biggest name stars in it."
They were
And
trying
they go,
to
"What?"
They were trying
Yes.
to do like Kentucky Fried Movie or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah,
Like,
there was a Ari Shafir one called like app, like it's something about apps. That was horrible too. We just kept going different apps.
Oh yeah,
Shots
I
fired,
remember
Archie.
that.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
That was real bad.
I never
So,
saw it, but I saw the cover. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you, everything's bad about this. What's even worse is that Dyke Michaels thinks his opinion matters, and it does in this show with Vito around. So we're taking off movie 43, everybody.
Well, as a expert on wasted potential, you got to think:
That
was
is-
there any? It was just vignettes.
Was there any potential?
I don't know.
I would say the star power is the potential.
Well, they stuck balls on Hugh Jackman's chin. I don't know if there was potential. They were like, guys, what if we have so little potential to start out with? We can't fail.
We lost them. It's tough when there's a time delay because you can't watch yourself actually sink into the ground.
No, I keep freaking out every now and then. I'm like, ah!
All right, we're up. I'm up.
What's up, Dylan?
I'm up. Hey, Dylan Rorig. Thanks for watching, everybody, by the way. We've been getting a lot more viewership the past few weeks and lately, which is good. I know it says 2 viewers there, but there are people who keep coming in and build a lot of comments. You know, everyone's growing up every day of our lives. I'm up next, and I don't know. Oh my god,
It's getting deep.
these are all real bad, and I think.
Well, none of them have a turtle in them, so.
Well, I think one of them does have a turtle in it. You're right. Yeah, there is a turtle. I'm taking the animal off because I'm pretty sure there's a turtle in it at one scene. I don't remember it. It's not memorable. Reactionary is the animal. He's a stapler, which is that's what the lid of a great. Without the animal and the hot chick, there'd be no great South Park episode where they keep referencing Rob Schneider as different things.
That's fair.
So, it may be the worst comedy, but it led to good comedy. So is that a bad comedy? Yes, it still is.
It very much is.
But it led to something that made me laugh later that I reference a lot. So you're right. Thank you for bringing up the turtle thing. The animal is off the list.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. There was a hint of an idea in there.
They're like, let Rob Schneider just be real weird. And they're like, that's what people want to watch. More Rob Schneider. If you're watching right now, folks, you may notice that this 15 spot is open. That's for you. If you're watching, please comment with the worst movie, the worst comedy of all time that we may have missed. We'll add it to the list. So please comment on Facebook Live or YouTube Live if you're watching either one. What you think the worst comedy of all time is. If you get, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What I just said there?
Very much so.
Sweet. So while we're waiting for you guys to figure out what things you want to comment for worst movie, Dyke, what's your experience? What is have you ever walked out of a theater?
I've never. Well, I used to have a thing where I would never not finish a movie. If I started a movie, I would watch it all the way. I'd probably say within the last 5 years did I give up on that. Just like
Matured.
Matured. So I've never walked out of a movie, and I've seen a lot of bad movies to the bitter end.
Have you ever done the popcorn thing?
Like with my penis?
Yeah.
No, I guess.
Hell yeah. That's how I walk out of theaters. My penis in a popcorn bucket. And it's just hanging there. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, where's the popcorn? I don't want anything. I just like the feeling of popcorn around it.
Is it the
It feels good. Yeah. It's salty.
Who wouldn't?
Unless you get a kernel in the hole, and that's the big problem. Anyways, have you ever walked out of a movie, Ben?
Walked out, like, in the theater.
Yeah,
I've started
you
movies
bought
and
a
not
ticket in the
finished
theater.
them. I don't think I've ever walked out of a theater.
There's one movie here that I didn't walk out, but it was one of 2 movies that I wanted to walk out on in the middle of it. I told my friends, like, let's just watch the movie, and I go, this is bad.
What was that?
Well, the one movie is still up here.
Oh!
And the other movie is Freedom Land with Samuel L. Jackson and Julianne Moore.
Okay.
Julianne Moore's doing a really bad Boston accent the entire time.
Okay.
Like 30 Rock, but to like a serious level where she's
Chowder!
Yeah, well, my family...
Pack the cat!
Yeah, pack the cats. Look at retarded.
Look at
That was a pretty good one.
My parents have Boston accents. They talk like that,
gotcha.
you know.
So you just... Fuck this movie. I get this at home.
Yeah, but it's like even more annoying. Jeff Crone says he walked out of Schindler's List because there wasn't enough nudity. I don't think you really watched the movie correctly.
World War II soon.
We're getting too serious for old Ben Rockey here. This is not Comedy Sports approved.
I wanted to walk out of
Schindler's List.
Ang Lee's The Hulk. Ang Lee's Hulk.
Oh,
yeah.
You like the giant jellyfish, man?
Are you talking about the CGI'd Hulk?
He fights a giant jellyfish in the third act.
Yeah,
What's
dude.
not to love?
It's a jellyfish. Okay, well, it looks like Jeff Crone is going to tell us Schindler's List. We're not getting any comments on what worst comedy we may be missing. That's fine. We'll stick with this 5.
Dylan, you got to have some idea of worst comedy.
Does Dylan Rohrig have some idea of worst comedy.
He may have just left this phone on and gone.
Yeah,
to
who
the
knows
bathroom.
what's going on. Jeff Crone's not helping. I'll tell you that much. But we'll do. This is a final five. We're gonna go one at a time. Decide whether these movies should be in the top three. Starting with Grown Ups 2.
God, I don't want this to be anywhere near anything.
Is Grown Ups 2 a top three worst comedy of all time?
No.
No.
What? Grown Ups? Alright, the
What is going on?
Let me please, alright, you gotta look at the rest of the board here. Grown Ups 2 is an excuse for Adam Sandler to hang out with his friends. That's both movies. He just got all his friends to be in it. And he was like, hey, let's go shoot this movie. We can dick around for 6 months. Let's run it back another one. I really can't be mad at him for that.
Just using this as a trip?
Yeah, just a trip. And I think there's a certain segment of the population, I feel like parents would probably enjoy that movie, you know?
They're grown-ups.
Yeah. And they're like,
so you're saying we're not there.
We're not the demographic.
Okay.
But I don't personally think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's the worst comedy ever made.
All right.
Yeah, I guess. It just, I don't know, you put those guys together, and speaking of wasted potential, I don't know, it seems like there'd be something there, but...
Who are the grown-ups? Kevin James, Adam Sandler, David Spade,
and Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
It's all his friends. It's all his real life homies.
Yeah, and I want that to work, but
Chris Rock's never actually very good in movies.
No. It was
Chris Rock in movies.
He's always Chris Rock.
Yeah, and he's not even a great actor. What was that movie with Anthony Hopkins? Where he was a twin brother and he had to fill in.
And they had to be a spy.
Yeah, he had to be a spy. And he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I've never seen this movie.
I think of the name.
I
know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't want it to not be in the top three, but I think you're right.
Okay, right now we'll put on the bubble and see how the rest of the list goes. We'll put on the bubble, knock it out if we have to. Next up is Jack and Jill, top three worst comedy.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think we all.
That's fine.
I think we all agree. Jack and Jill's in the top three worst. Norbit. Is Norbit a top three worst comedy of all time?
Oh,
yes.
Good God, yeah. Let's
wow, we're just boom boom.
Norbit is all the bad parts of a Tyler Perry movie without any of the charm.
Well, I remember seeing that trailer and nothing in it was funny.
Yeah.
There's something in the Grown Ups 2 trailer that was kind of funny. It's when a raft just blows up and shoots Nick Swartz into a pile of boxes. At least they had a pile of boxes. Norbit had nothing.
Norbit had no pile of boxes.
It does have an Oscar nom, though.
Wait, it does?
I think, didn't he get nominated for Best Makeup? Because Eddie Murphy's covered in 3 different costumes.
They were trying to relive the glory of the Nutty Professor and trying to run that back.
Yeah.
And it just shit the bed.
Well, that's ridiculous. I didn't know it was Oscar nominated. I doubt it is.
I think we should fact check that.
Yeah, that might be a check. If you're watching, Norbit, Oscar nominated.
That might be false, but I think I saw that on someone's list.
Yeah, well, if it's on a list, you know it's true. That's something that works. Next up. Little Man. Is Little Man a top 3 worst comedy of all time?
I don't want it to be because of the other 3 we've heard.
I will say yes. My vote's for yeah. I can't even sign up for the premise of Little Man.
That's
let alone not even the premise.
It's just it's a.
I'm sure it delivered on its premise.
I haven't seen the movie, but I want to ask: is Little Man a fake cop or is it an actual kid?
No, it's what? No, they took one of the Wayans brothers and CGI'd him down to child size.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
So in the movie, he is a kid.
Yeah.
No, he's not a kid. He's an adult man.
What?
He's not a baby.
I thought he was a baby.
So
No. He's an adult man who's just small, and he poses as a baby to try and get a diamond.
That's okay. All right. So that's even worse than what I thought this movie was about.
Okay.
So it's definitely.
It opens with him in prison doing pull-ups, and all you see is Marlon Wayans' head come up, and you're like, oh, there's Marlon Wayans, and then, but wait a minute, he's short.
What movie's worse, Little Man or Grown Ups 2?
Little Man. Sure.
Yeah.
Explanation.
Grown Ups 2 is off the list. I can't believe that.
I can't believe I'm defending grown-ups to an extent, but
you know, sometimes you gotta pick the lesser of two evils.
you know, because like I said, Little Man didn't have a pile of boxes and a raft blowing up.
Is Scary Movie 5 a top 3 worst comedy of all time?
This is getting into Thunderdome territory. Because
At this point,
they're all stinkers.
At this point, we have 5 movies that could be the worst blank comedy.
Yeah,
You know?
the worst. Yeah.
The worst parody, the worst something, the worst this, the worst that.
So Scary Movie 5 is the only sequel still on the list. We took Grown Ups 2 off. Scary Movie 5 is the other movie that I wanted to walk out in the middle of, where I was like, this is bad.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
don't
bad.
enjoy this.
I mean, it kind of jumped the shark, kind of like halfway through the 2. Like
Yeah.
two had funny parts, and it was also bad.
I will still defend Scary Movie 3.
Really?
Scary Movie 2 has got...
You lost me after.
I enjoy it.
Just grab my good hand.
Yeah, no, I mean that's worth the price of admission.
I'm gonna
Right
get the
there.
mashed potatoes for you. He's sticking his hand in the mashed potatoes.
That I was like the only one who didn't find that incredibly hilarious.
It's so funny.
Oh, Chris
It's
Elliott's
so funny.
genius.
Yeah, I do like him. I think I enjoyed the third Scary Movie more than the second.
What's that? What happens in the third one?
It like combines Signs with The Ring, sort of. There's a little 8 Mile in there.
Wait, is
Like,
Leslie Nielsen in that one?
No, yeah, he's the president.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson are in it, and they're just so funny together. They work off each other so well. I like Scary Movie 3 more than 2.
Is Scary Movie 5 the one with Shaquille O'Neal and Dr. Phil in the
That
beginning?
is 4.
That's 4.
Scary Movie 5 has Cat Williams.
Scary Movie 4.
It has Ashley Tisdale in it. It's the first one without Anna Faris, so
Yeah, that's the big step.
She didn't save it.
she didn't save that one. I would. I think I'd rather forget it. I don't know.
So
Alright.
Jack and Jill, Norbit, Little Man, and Scary Movie 5.
Oh shit.
I'll say this: I finished Little Man. I did not finish Scary Movie 5.
All right.
What about you here?
I don't know. What do you think?
You're asking me between killing baby Hitler versus grown-up Hitler.
You still get the kill.
Do you
All
want
right.
Oh,
this?
my brother finally wants to add Bushwhacked. I'll tell you, no, we're not adding Bushwhacked.
It's like, would you
That
like?
movie is amazing. I love Bushwhacked. I used to go when I was in elementary school. I'd get on the bus, I'd sit down with this kid, and go, "Hey, you see Bushwhacked? Isn't Bushwhacked really good?" And the kid would go, "Stop talking to me about Bushwhacked. Every time you get on the bus, you ask me if I've seen Bushwhacked, and you talk about Bushwhacked." And I'm like, "It's a good movie."
Who's in Bushwhack?
The guy from Home Alone, the tall guy.
Daniel Stern?
Daniel Stern. Yeah, he's framed for a murder, and then he goes and is like.
I saw that poster.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
one time I just typed in Daniel Stern movies. 'Cause
Oh, really?
Other than Home Alone, I didn't know any. He's in Chud.
City Slickers.
He's in City Slickers?
He's one of the Slickers.
Oh, that's right.
He's one of the, he is one of those slickers. I don't know what's going on here. Let me.
Like a chud.
I was still live.
Yeah, we're still alive.
He's in the sequel to Christmas Story.
There we go.
He's in Christmas Story 2.
There's a Christmas story.
It's god awful, and he's the dad.
Oh no.
It's pretty terrible. But we're not talking about
No.
that. We're talking about these.
All right. Let's say Little Man, Scary Movie 5. You guys both say ScaryMovie 5 is better than. Or wait, what are you saying?
We're
I think
saying
I'm saying
Little
Scary
Man
Movie
is the odd one out.
I'm saying Scary Movie 5 should go in the top 3 worst.
I guess here's the
But-
question. You can solve this easily because the next thing is to go to the top 2. Is Little Man and Scary Movie 5 as bad as Jack and Jill and Norbit?
I think Little Man is. I think the premise of Little Man is
Okay,
is
so
offensive
we're
to
even.
the-
We're even. You're saying take Little Man off too because you've seen it. To me, I don't know.
I
This is-
remember just like, oh, this sucks. And then I finished it. And I said,
my brother wants to add Roadhogs.
really?
Really good here. I don't know.
Fine.
Dr. Cox from Scrubs. Is in it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's keep Little Man in the top 3 then.
So Scary Movie 5 is being taken off the list.
Fine.
I mean, maybe.
Or Norbit? Is Norbit taken off the list?
No, Norbit's terrible.
Boy, do I hate
Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill's definitely up there.
Okay, so I'm going to make a call, folks. Scary Movie 5.
Ugh.
off the
This is
list.
getting hard.
So what is the top two between Little Man, Jack and Jill, and Norbit?
Can we take a break?
This
is rough.
This is not easy.
It's not good for my heart.
Every time, I feel like it's been getting better. Every time we get to the finals, like it's just tougher and tougher to figure out what is the best and worst of everything. That's why we have this podcast.
Can we poll the audience? Can we phone a friend?
Well, there's a couple people watching right now. Guys, what do you think is not the worst of the three? Little Man, Jack and Jill, and Norbit.
Mom, it's Little Man, Jack and Jill, and Norbit. What do you think? Help.
What does she think?
No, thanks.
I mean, as you can see, my hair is just increasingly getting worse as this podcast goes on. I'm pulling it out. It's nice hair, though. Great hair.
Fuck you and your nice hair.
It looks horrible, but I love it. I gotta get a haircut. Guys, let's get off this topic. Norbit, Jack and Jill, Little Man. Of those three, which one is the odd one out? My brother's saying Norbit.
Really?
Norbit.
Was meant to be a drama.
It was what? I'm sorry.
I don't know if Norbit was meant to be a drama.
I think Dan Bates might be facetious.
God.
I'll tell you what, guests and sighs and silence are the best things for podcasts.
Yeah.
That is what we all want to hear.
All right.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Jack and Jill. What are the redeeming qualities of Jack and Jill?
Pacino's not too bad. He kind of chews up the scenery in a fun way.
Pacino, not that bad at it. Any redeeming qualities from... Okay, what about Norbit? Any redeeming qualities for Norbit? Oscar nominated.
Oh, yeah. With,
Nominated for an Oscar.
great special effects and makeup. I mean, that's a plus.
Okay. And Little Man. What are the redeeming qualities for Little Man?
Fred Stoller. Every time he shows up, he's just fun. And I think he's in that. I don't know.
So I think what we're going to do here, and just from that, do you have any redeeming qualities for any of those three movies? You've not said anything.
No, I do not.
Also, the grandpa in Little Man's kind of funny because he knows the guy is not up to something, and there's a moment where little Marlon Wayans he's just a silhouette, and there's lightning, and he goes, "I thought you were Chucky." Yeah, I don't know. There's the one laugh in Little Man.
I'm doing this because you think they're all bad. He thinks two of them are bad. We're taking off Little Man off the list.
Right.
Little Man is not in the top two.
Yay!
The movie depicting a small man as a child.
So say a Little Man.
To get, as they stated, a diamond. Yeah. We're down to our final two, folks. Final two, folks. Norbit, Jack and Jill.
Oh.
This is the big one. So I'm going to ask you guys, we're each going to vote what the worst movie of all time is, worst comedy of all time. And first up is, of course, the person who has no age, Ben Rockey. What do you think of the worst movie? You can talk it out, you can get it out of your system, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style, or you can just pull the Band-Aid. I don't care. Norbit, Jack and Jill, worst comedy of all time.
Norbit.
This is with the Band-Aid route.
That sounded like he was just repeating it, but then he stopped.
No, I think about him, and I think about both of them, and I'm like, Jack and Jill, but whatever, I'll deal with it. I don't want to, Norbit, I don't want to be in the room watching.
Norbit doesn't want to be in the room when Norbit's being watched. Vote for Norbit. My vote is next, and I gotta tell you, I can't imagine a worse idea in a worse movie that when I saw it, I thought it was a parody trailer. Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
it is so bad. I thought Jack and Jill wasn't a movie when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, this is a kind of a joke about movies. Oh, this is a movie. This is a real thing. This isn't a joke for another thing. This is the joke they think it is. This is wrong. I don't like this. Jack and Jill, where Adam Sandler plays Jack and Jill. Dear God, help us all. Which means Dyke Michaels,
Cool.
a man, if you watch this video, has moved very little. He is up next. You get to decide what the worst comedy of all time is, Norbit or Jack and Jill.
All right. Let's try it this way. Can I try to change your mind?
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. Do it.
You want to change his mind? Why don't you just vote?
No, do it. Yeah.
I'd like to see if we can get
Sure.
fully unanimous. All right. So
This has never been done.
you are an expert in wasted potential, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So
I got a degree.
so we have basically two hilarious guys that made movies that we liked. We got Adam Sandler, we got Eddie Murphy. Can we agree upon those? They've been funny in things that we've enjoyed.
Yes.
We could say that maybe this was
Pluto Nash
around the time
and Little Nicky.
this is maybe around the time of both of their fall from grace.
Yeah.
Or a little bit afterwards.
I think with Sandler, it's like this is the
rock
the
bottom.
end of it.
Okay, maybe both of their rock bottoms. Let's say this. Let's say it was 19. Let's say it's 2000. The year 2000. All right.
It is year 2000.
It's the year 2000, and you're in a pitch meeting, and I got two scripts. All right.
Word up.
And you have to pick the better of the two scripts. I got one. Eddie Murphy is going to play a bunch of characters. One of them is a big fat woman, and one of them is a nerdy guy, and he's kind of like this henpecked boyfriend. All right? That's script number one. Script number two, you got Adam Sandler, and then you got Adam Sandler in drag playing his own sister. Which script would you pick in the year 2000 based on those premises?
Oh, yeah, I just got lawyered. Yeah, you're right.
So wait, are you saying you would pick... I'd pick the Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah. You would pick it to make that movie. You wouldn't pick Jack and
That's
Jill.
what he's saying, like,
Jack and Jill, the worst comedy.
Oh, because the script itself is bad.
Yeah.
Okay, does that convince you?
Okay. I will concede. I remember watching both just the trailers. Norbit was just so much being thrown at me, and it's annoying, and it's just constantly at it. It's never really that funny. Jack and Jill, it's like that looks like trash, but I'm still alive.
It wasn't as offensive. All right. Well, I'm going to vote Jack and Jill either way.
Jack and Jill.
But here's the thing. I think Eddie Murphy in that movie is probably given it a lot.
He tried harder.
No, I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to make something. I think Jack and Jill is a fucking... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do agree.
My God.
You convinced me. I thought about it, and yeah, Jack and Jill's the worst comedy.
Jack and Jill, the worst comedy of all time.
Oh my God.
Adam Sandler, if you're watching this,
That was rough.
no! Don't make Jack and Jill 2. No!
Jack and Jill, James and John.
Well, let's not get into
plays-
semantics.
Yeah, he played two more.
Yeah, no, there's 4.
He plays the hill. Folks, that's the Rank You Very Much show that we all know and love. The worst comedy of all time, Jack and Jill. I'd like to thank my special guest extras for being on the show. Dyke Michaels, thank you so much for being on the show. Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I like to plug Red Flag Comedy. Check us out however you take in social media. Red Flag Comedy.
Red Flag Comedy, check it out. They're doing good things in the city. They just started, pretty new, but they're doing some cool stuff. So definitely check it out. Red Flag Comedy on all your social medias and your heart. And to the left of me, Ben Rockey. Do you have anything you'd like to plug? Because that's
Yeah, after reviewing this list, can I plug a toaster into the wall?
Yeah!
If you can hand me a fork, my man.
Well, that's the thing. We all get to...
I have to defend these movies just to find the worst one.
Well, then you as a winner for choosing Jack and Jill, you all get Laserdisc versions of Jack and Jill.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to plug, man?
Nah, I do illustrations and caricatures. Call me.
Call them if you want illustrations and or caricatures. Caricatures are kind of an illustration in itself. But that's really cool. Do you have a website or anything, or just like find you on Facebook?
I have
Find him on Facebook, Ben Rockey.
I have an alignable that I keep ignoring.
He is a drawer.
Keep your socks in me.
What? I'm Joe Bates. I'm your host. Dyke, newsstand.
I keep looking at the phone.
Newsstand. I look. It doesn't matter where you look. Just gotta believe in yourself. Dyke Michael's a newer stand-up comic. We've put some really cool shows together. Excited to see that. Me and Ben Rockey will be in a play together.
Oh yeah, that's right.
April 20th and 21st at the Long Shot Theater called Honeymoon in Haiti. I will be playing a very minor character, and he'll be playing the lead.
I'm the star.
He's got the jaw for it.
Yeah. Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
My
Yeah.
brother said we were both good guests.
I think he was just talking to me. No, but thank you so much, Dyke. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you very much. Worst comedy. Jack and Jill. You're welcome. Have a good night, everybody.
Sorry.